Joe Show.
Welcome back to the Bill and Joe Show, joined by Joe again, and we were talking before about iPhone anxiety. Now, let me pull up the article just so I make sure that I quote all the right stuff. University of Missouri, psychological
credible university.
Yeah, of course. Sure. New research being separated psychological anxiety and poor cognitive performance has to do with your iPhone. So let me not just iPhones. I guess it would be any phone, but they chose iPhone. What they did was they pooled about 100 people. I think it was 98, but they brought them in and they let them
perfect number.
They let them sit. They let them sit in this room and they gave them a puzzle, just a regular old puzzle, like 100 pieces or something.
Like a jigsaw puzzle.
A jigsaw puzzle.
Okay.
And they asked them to put it together and
probably a landscape. I'm assuming, like
I would
some
hope,
mountains,
something that's soothing.
Sure.
And
challenging.
And they would time them all the while being hooked up to like blood pressure, heart rate, all that stuff. And they would time them and see how long, blah blah blah. And then with everyone, somebody would come in and be like, "Hey, I need to get your cell phone. We just started this new policy where we can't allow people to have their cell phones while they're doing this." And then they give them a different puzzle, and their heart rates and anxiety levels shot through the roof. Like if you can't see or hear, or feel your phone, like it's really becoming a problem. I got to admit, I feel like I suffer from this.
Wow.
How frustrating is it when you go to the bathroom?
Oh, that's the worst. And it's on your phone. You put your phone on the charger, and you're like, I really want to let it charge. Where's the iPad?
I mean, like, it's the most frustrating thing. Like, if I step outside to have a cigarette and I leave my fucking phone inside, I'm like, oh fuck, I already lit it. Damn it! Like it's like the cigarette isn't good enough.
I have to enjoy myself.
I have to enjoy.
I have to entertain myself.
Cigarette and just my own company. This is depressing. So how much truth do you think it is behind?
Well, you get in the habit
University
of just any awkward moment where let's say you're at a party, you don't know anybody.
Right.
The person that brought you goes off, "Oh, I got to talk to this person," or
right.
"Be right back." Now you're standing there. Now it used to be you'd pull out the cigarette and smoke. At least you're doing something.
Right.
Well, now you just look at your phone. Even if you're not doing anything, it looks like you're doing something.
Okay.
And you don't look like some idiot standing there.
Just standing there like, my friend left me.
Yeah, you just get in this habit of like always having this security in your phone or your pocket where you pull out and the whole world's right there.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I understand that. I brought this up to a friend. We were actually having a talk about this. My friend, the Duke, he met me at the lake house last weekend. By the way, Dick, thanks for coming. That is the fourth time I've invited you, and you've said no. There will not be a fifth. But anyway, he came.
Oh, come on!
And he's trying to. He just wants to get rid of his cell phone. He hates it. He hates the idea of a smartphone.
He wants to get cut off.
Yeah, he doesn't want Facebook. He doesn't want any of that. He just wants a regular old flip phone that rings. No text messages, no nothing.
Okay.
He'll never be able to accomplish this, but
no, the world doesn't work that way.
But like I even told him, I was like, I can kind of relate to that because like even if I'm walking like into a store, like I don't want to make that uncomfortable eye contact with the people walking out, like you had to do before. Even maybe say good morning. I mean, like one of those nice
welcome to Walmart.
One of those nice things you used to do to people, and 10 out of 10 places that I walk into, I'm looking at my phone when I go through the door.
So that you don't...
So I don't have to interact with
So
anybody.
you look too busy for them to say hi.
Yeah, or, hey, have a nice day, or excuse me, or anything. Like, don't talk to me. Just leave me alone in my Twitter feed.
So you're not even in the phone for a reason. You're just there to hide.
Yes.
And so you've become one of these people that can't get their nose out of their cell phone. You're putting your nose there on purpose.
Yes.
So that
I avoid...
You can just be a faceless...
Now, if I come around people that I know and that I want to spend time with...
Sure.
I don't even want my phone around. And I don't want their phones around either.
Yeah.
Me and Joe, we have gotten in arguments before because, like, have you ever gone out, like, drinking with somebody and they're like, like they're listening to your what you're saying... They're just like,
Oh,
and all it is click, 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 click.
My wife is notorious for doing that.
Oh, God, it's so frustrating.
Like, we went to dinner last night for my birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks. And she's
Was that yesterday?
yeah, yesterday.
You son of a bitch! Happy birthday! I'm a horrible friend. You didn't show up in my Facebook reminder,
Didn't I?
No.
You know, I got like my own mother didn't even call me.
Well,
I got I got one Facebook. Hey, happy birthday, buddy.
oh my God, you're going to let me buy you a drink after this, right?
Well, I don't know.
Come on, for birthday.
I mean, you know,
for
it was
birthday
yesterday.
sake.
Sure.
All right. Well, maybe two.
But yeah, so last night she's sitting there. She's like, "I'm so sorry. I have to email. I have to finish this email."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
And now the Wi-Fi at Chili's isn't working, and she's on 3G because the building's screwed up.
Okay.
So now she has to go outside to do this email.
Wow.
And it's like, she's like, "Do you mind if I just go outside again?" I got two of the emails went through, the other two didn't. Yeah, finish it up. She's outside for like 20 minutes. I don't know.
And that's where you have your phone, and I bet you were playing on your phone the whole time.
Well, luckily there was one other person with us.
Oh, okay.
And we're sitting across, and he was like, "I'm really glad you and I went out to dinner together. This is nice."
Some one-on-one time
Yeah.
with the birthday boy.
That's right.
Well, I am sorry. Happy birthday, you fuck.
No problem.
While we were talking about Walmart, what do you think of this new it's trying to get passed. It's a state law to have men and women parking lots.
What?
To regulate parking lots, to make parking lots safer.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I that's what I assume. I haven't read too much about
I
this.
thought it was because of the guys that don't want their cars to get dinged up, and the women who just want to park closer to the building.
The minivans that run into your sports cars?
Yeah.
No, this is all I'm assuming, but the whole idea is to have separate parking lots for men and women, and a bunch of people are all pissed off about it, and they started a Twitter feed or
You
Twitter
can't
fight.
segregate us.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's unfair to men or unfair to women or whatever. The only reason that I can think of that I would be okay with it is if the women's was more well lit and monitored. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if they're walking out at night, you know,
Right.
and it's just they put all the money into that. Who gives a shit if some douchey guys are fighting over here? But if something happens to a girl over here, that's not cool.
Right.
So that. Have you heard about this?
I haven't heard about this.
Okay.
And it sounds ridiculous because
I didn't do my job researching.
these because there were a lot of attacks going on in Walmart parking lots.
Oh, well, yeah, it's notorious.
So
for it.
rather than have this, and how do you enforce it? Men only, women only.
Yeah.
Well, who's going to stop me? I'm
Right,
going to park
and-
here anyway. And then so what?
What if you're with your wife? Like, what are you supposed to do?
Right. So why not just have another security guard rather than because who's going to enforce this? Who's
Yeah.
going to make me park in the men's parking lot?
Yeah, that's true.
And if you got a security guard there that can enforce that, then just go patrol the parking lot.
Just go get another guy.
Yeah,
Or
just-
install another camera. It'll be a little bit more upfront cost, but it'll save you in the long run.
Yeah, I mean that's stupid.
I haven't.
So we'll have like a pink and a blue, his and hers.
Yeah.
Um,
Expectant mothers will have like the first fucking front row on both lots.
Right.
Of course.
And
And
then
then the elderly.
and now you have to have more handicapped
And then
spaces
more handicapped.
because you have handicapped men, handicapped women,
Yep.
and then the transgenders. Do they park in the middle of the lot?
Yeah, their parking spaces go vertical
Okay.
instead of horizontal.
Yeah, because they're going against the grain.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they got to park head to toe.
You want because you want to make them stand out more
Mouth
in
to
life
ass.
than they already do.
Yep.
You want the
Let's draw attention
That's right.
to these poor people that have suffered the whole entire lifetime. And then the last story I wanted to get to, and this is genius, and I cannot believe that this has happened yet, but there was a prison in Georgia that somebody flew a drone with a big-ass bag of weed over the prison fence and dropped it on the ground, and there was this huge riot.
Like a pinata
Yeah,
for prisoners.
just nuggets of weed. Just nuggets of weed flying everywhere. Everybody fighting over.
Oh shit!
I thought that was an amazing story because honestly, I can't believe it hasn't happened yet. Like, this is the first time it happened, like a couple of days ago.
Well,
Yo, homie.
I can't believe they don't shoot that drone down.
Yeah, maybe they didn't see it.
Because,
Those are loud as fuck, though.
Yeah, they've got to be. Right. Motherfucker, look at that shit. There's weed.
Can you imagine, like, just the idea of, like, watching, like, you move this drone over the wall?
Here's this 13-year-old kid with his mom, like, all right, now I need you to fly it right over that wall, just right. Oh, a little higher, Junior, a little higher. I'm doing the best, Mom. I think I got it.
Why do you sound like Ray Romano?
I don't know, because it's the only non-racial voice I can do.
Yeah, I think you were just.
I was just trying
you
to
were
do
just you were just stereotyping,
I
and then you
want to
tried
stereotype.
to backpedal out of it. What a fucking ass!
Some hillbilly.
Yeah. Hey, Ma. Just the idea of when this bag of weed hit the ground, man. Just imagining what. Can you imagine playing basketball, or lifting weights, and all of a sudden a big ass garbage bag of weed?
So how big was the bag? Do you know? Like a dime bag? Or
No. It was like a Ziploc, 1 gallon freezer bag. It was. You smell through the bag, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, a garbage bag would be too heavy. But they just said freezer bags. So
And what did this person? Because they had to say, all right, I'm gonna fly this bag over. This contraband. I'm going to bring it to you.
Yeah.
I'm flying it over the wall at your
3
break
p.m.
time, because I know when your time is.
Yeah.
So be ready for it. Now there's no way this bag is hide. You can't hide this bag.
No.
In your clothes. I don't think.
I wouldn't imagine.
It's too.
It's not
bulky.
Not a dime bag. Where are you going to even fucking smoke it?
Well,
out in the yard?
They've got ways of smoking it, because I'm sure they can dump out a cigarette and then steal that paper.
Yeah, that's true.
And fill it with weed. But I mean, these guys have ways of making weapons out of whatever plastic they can get.
A pen.
I'm sure they're pretty creative.
Okay.
They can figure out how to smoke some weed.
It's true.
Yeah, so I don't know. What was their plan?
It wouldn't be like a dime bag.
What were they going to do with it?
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. and then the drone.
And then the wind. Or the drone propeller chops it to shit.
Well, then the drone comes back and drops off a lighter.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Some papers.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't shoot that bitch down. That
a
would
bong.
Be kind of... Oops, didn't think that one through. Yeah, it'll be one of those metal hitters. Ting, 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 ting. Nothing will draw attention to it like that. Well, I think if either one of us get to prison, we got this whole weed shit figured out. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do it conspicuous. We're not gonna drop big ass bags.
No.
I want just small bag with a hitter and a lighter.
What we need is get a drone that has like missile firing capabilities.
There we go.
And then instead of an explosive missile,
right,
you just have one that can be flown in. So it's like a dart.
Okay.
And you shoot that dart into the basketball hoop or something. Somewhere where I can go fetch it. So the drone doesn't have to fly so close. It can stay away from the. So
Dude, that sounds like a pretty high tech fucking
instead
drone.
of you just hear the.
Weed. Or I was thinking like maybe even like fire a little container, and then like after like 3 seconds of it in there, like a little parachute like pops out.
Yeah,
and it just kind of floats to the bottom
with an American flag.
Yes. And I love your idea about the dart. I wouldn't want anybody to get hurt. And that sounds like it would be.
Sure. I'm worried about these prisoners too.
Sounds dangerous.
It's a little too. Yeah, the guards might press more charges since I brought in a weapon.
Yeah, I didn't. The article that I read, they didn't say anything about if they caught the guy who did it, but they caught who it was intended for, and like tacked on whatever amount of time for.
I wonder how they figured that out if they don't know who was flying the drone.
I think you just question a couple of people. Everybody is a fucking snitch.
Couldn't you just be like, "Hey, man, free weed"? That's all I knew.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody will roll on somebody else for an extra hour on the basketball court or something. I mean,
yeah, you want to work on your threes,
yeah, or the gym, or go to run around the track. I don't know,
yeah.
TV time, internet, maybe conjugal visits.
Oh.
Hey man, I'll let your girlfriend come in here for 2 weeks. Okay, that's 14 visits. You just tell me, was it Joe?
I don't know. Pussy might be worth it.
Yeah, especially when you're in there.
Yeah.
Depending
on how much time you got.
I get 14 1-hour sessions.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I'd probably have to roll on you, man. I know.
Now, can you imagine at our age, in our 30s, at this point in our life?
Sure.
I can imagine being, womanless for so many years, and then
What?
Yeah, I mean, I can live through it based on my memories of how it was and what